right. Family's ready here. Welcome. I typed it right. Nope. All kinds of bad stuff. All right. Well, we didn't want that up there now, did we? There we go. Welcome to the bait shop. I'm Frumpy Buckle. It is Saturday, October 14th, and we got some pretty good stuff in the news today, I must say. Let's see if we can manage to pull that off right. Fuck, that doesn't look like it. Fix that pretty quick. All right, that looks pretty good over there. Welcome, guys. Hey, we got all of our missions done. I hope you had a chance to check out the my latest adventure down there on the Congo, the nightly hunt. Finally managed to grab up on that trophy African tigerfish. He was one being a bugger. Ah, Debbie Leon, I thought you were done for the evening. I hope everything's working all right. Must be. I don't hear anybody complaining yet. Uh-oh, I got something red over there. What's that? Oh, that's okay for that to be red. All right, guys. Well, tonight, I thought we have a lot came out in the news. So we're going to talk a lot about that. Uh-oh, I didn't update my news thing. I didn't update my news thing. Well, we'll have to run with the old text on it, but we're still going to run the news thing just because I want to. Yeah, we're going to talk a lot in the news about what came out. Clubs, leagues. I think I got it understood. I think I understand exactly how this is going to work. So I'll do my best to explain it, how I understand it. And, definitely leave me some comments if you understand it a different way. However, so we're going to talk about that. And I figured tonight, fishing with Buck, we're going to go over to Weeping Willow. Instead of hunting the big carp that everybody goes over there to hunt for, the mirror carp, the grass carp, the common carp, what else over there? Leather carp, final carp. There's a ton of them over there. The ghost carp. Anyway, that's what everybody hunts. However, that fishery is full of other good game fish, carp. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about the other carp that's over in the UK that get overshadowed by the big boys. But and that's what tonight, on Fishing with Buck from 8 to 10, we're going to go over to Weeping Willow. At least I am. So I would imagine the folks that are coming, I made it for once. Hey, Frost. Nice to see you there, sir. So, we're going to go up there. That's a level 50 waterway. So it's not too high up there, above 40. Only 10 above the 40 mark there for tonight. So I thought we'd go over there, talk about the baits, what fish we're going to hunt after over there. And it's going to be all of the mid-range carp, the smaller carp. We'll talk about the poles that we're going to, the sticks that we're going to take with us, and all that kind of good stuff. But first, let's see, Buck, if you can pull this one off. Don't look at the text because it's wrong. All right. All right, guys, in the news, what are we going to talk about? I have to actually get a whole nother sheet of paper out here because I had to actually write all this stuff down, decipher it, and go over it. So I think the best way to show this, let's go over, Buck. Let's go over to your docs. Where's the cursor at? Hello, boy. There we are. Hello. All right, finally, we got Fishing Planet out of the way there. Let's jump over here. There we go. So, first in the news off. Well, let's get the first things out of the way first. All right, so we got the Gars. We got the Gars in the Glory Cup um, coming out. Now that starts October. What is it? October the 18th through the 22nd. Registration opens up on the 17th for that tournament there. So you might want to get registered for that. You got a couple of days yet to go before that one. That's the Gars in the Glory Pack. Now they're hunting Gars on what do they saw here? Let's take a look at it. We're going Florida Everglades and the Heron River, and the finals are going to top it off at Louisiana, Punchkin Lake. So that's a good tournament, especially if you like to fish for gar. That's a nice one. But what are we interested in tonight more than anything? Well, the Dev Diaries come out. Let's take a look. We got in our leagues. Now, the way these leagues are going to work is you're going to get club points. The leagues are going to be based off of club points, and the members in clubs earn points, and your club has to maintain a certain amount of points. And in fact, it costs you 300 club points just to participate in the leagues, just to get in the beginners league. Okay. Now the leagues that we're going to have in there, guys. We're going to have a beginner league. We're going to have a rookie league, a pro league, expert, master, elite, and legendary. And these are going to be our leagues. And from what I understand, everybody starts off in a beginner league. All right. Now, in the beginner league, you get a 1% discount in XP and a 1% increase, or in other words, a 1% increase in your currency when you're in these clubs, in these leagues, when you're in a league. And it takes 300 club points. So your club has to have at least 300 between all your members in order to get into a league. All right. Now, how do you make points? Well, you get points, you members, and people that are members of a club, you get points by sending baits back and forth to one another or marker buoys and fishing in club rooms. So when we're out there fishing with Buck on Saturday nights, everybody needs to get in on the room. And I start a club room every Saturday night. I start another club room on Sunday nights. If you're out there fishing with your buddies, it doesn't have to be Buck there. I mean, you guys are in the club, you club members, fish with each other. That gets points. So the more points you get for the club, the higher our club gets, the higher rankings we can get, and we move up. All right. Now, so that's the important thing. You got to stay active. If you're going to be in a club, you can't be one of these guys. Oh yeah, I belong to a club, and then you don't do nothing with the club. You'll get kicked out of that club. The guys that run them, because you got to be your club has to make club points. So you got to be sending baits back and forth, marker buoys back and forth. You got to be fishing with one another in club rooms. This is what it's all about. So if you're joining a club, you better join with that intention, because the owners of these clubs, they're not going to, because we only have 20 members, so we're not going to hold up a couple of spaces for non-producing members. I don't see that happening. I really don't. I see you might get booted. Because this club points is a big thing. So you're going to need to produce, you're going to need to fish, you're going to need to chat, talk. All right, guys. So let's talk a little bit more about these things then. So those are your leagues that you get. Okay. Now, in these leagues, there's going to be seasons. Okay. Now the seasons are going to last a few months. Okay. So, and under the seasons are weekly championships, and they last every week. So every week you're going to have a championship. Okay. Now the championships that they these championships are going to consist of divisions. So there's going to be X amount of divisions, and each division has 6 to 11 clubs in it. So you're going to be your club is going to be in a division at the start of each season. Okay, at the start of each championship, you're gonna be in a division. Your club will be, and you will compete during that week for club points and this and that and these kind of things. And the first place in each division will move to the next league. And all the members get rewards. So at the end of the season, the top 10, you get season, the top three get season trophies. The members get rewards at the end of a season, the top three, and they pay out to the top 10 clubs, get rewards at the end of each season. Now, you like I said, within your weekly championships, you have divisions, and you have to be first in your division. Okay, so anybody who's first in their division, they move to the next league. So if you're first in your division in a championship, you're going to move up. Your club will move up into the next league. All right, that's what's cool. That's how you move up. You got to win your division in these weekly championships. So if they last a few months, we'll probably have a few, a couple of months. That's eight championships or something like that, in a season. So you've got 8 champions, 8 clubs that are going to win, and that's just per each division. So however many divisions we have in a championship, those amount of guys, they all win first. They all get to move forward into the next league. So the winners of those divisions in the championships will move up to the rookie league. And everyone else will have to continue to fight it out for the next weekly challenge to do the same thing. These are basically going to be leaderboards that you see. And it's where you rank on your as far as your club has performed during that week. All right, now saying rewards. All right, so that's the beginner league, okay? And it's your club needs 300 club points to participate, and you can earn club points by, like I said, sending baits, markers, club mates, and fishing together in club rooms. And then the seasons, like we talked about, there'll be seasons. At the end of each season, players may receive rewards based on their final score, composed of the sum of the club points in your club. That's it. Right? I just kind of summarized all the word text. And then at the end of each season, like I said, the top trophies, you'll get first place rewards, trophies, and like they're saying here. Now they say they show the X Series boat, but it's gonna be club series stuff. They just haven't got it out yet. So it's going to be club series boats. It's going to be club series gear that you get. And these rewards will come along. And like I said, the championship is a weekly competition within the season. It's automatic. You're just in it and it lasts. And, according to that period, creating the championships are the divisions. Division is a group of clubs from the same league that compete exclusively amongst each other in order to earn club points. So that's you're competing against the guys in your division to win your division to become top in your division, and that's how you're doing it by out fishing them, out sending them stuff. You just out your club outperforms, and that's the function of it. See, and then they start over after each championship. So each week it starts over. Club points from scratch. At the end of a championship, the divisions will be disbanded, and new divisions will pick up the following week, guys. So that's how they're going to do this thing. The winners move on to the next division, and the losers fight it out for another shot out of the beginner division. And they get league bonuses and rewards. And like I said, your season rewards are lots of money, club stuff, club gear, club rod stand, series angling jackets, hats. They're going to have everything, all this gear and stuff. And I don't know if it's going to be better than the X Series stuff is. I don't know if it's, it's all pretty much the same. It's just a durability factor. How long does it last? Okay, that's the thing that I've seen with it all. Now your top 3 winning trophies. Again, second place rewards. Instead of a boat, you get a rod stand and a trophy. And third place, you just get your trophy. All right. Now your league rewards are, like I said, they said club series crankbaits and just flat spoons. It's all going to be club series stuff. That's what you'll get there. Like I said, league trophies. Now the top 3 get trophies, so they'll get like a sapphire trophy, and there's ruby trophies, and they'll award the place, and you'll be able to see that when you look into the club lists. You'll get to see the best trophy that they've got, the club points that are ongoing points that your club's currently running. So that'll be pretty cool. So you keep track of that all the time. You'll know how your club's doing, whether you got to pick up the slack or not. Right? Ruby trophies, emerald trophies, diamond trophies, all over the place. So that's what that's the new stuff that's coming out. I thought that was pretty exciting stuff there. I can't wait for that. That's going to be pretty cool. All right, now let's swap back over here, Buck. Live, but you don't have it up live, so you need to bring it up first. There we go. All right, now I was just in the process. That's why I was running a little bit late. I was trying to squeeze it in. I thought I could get my stick built before the show started, but I didn't. I only got the stick up there. It ain't got no engine or string to go with it yet. All right, let's talk a little bit about. Okay, we're going to the UK now. Oh, Buck, got a mess up there now, don't you? There we go. Swap that over. There we go. All right, put that over there. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. We're headed to Weeping Willow. All right, we're going after some carp. Okay? We're going after the little guys. We're going to go after the common bream. He's in the carp family. We're going to go after the Prussian Carp, the Crucian Carp. We're going to go after the hybrid F1, the infamous hybrid F1, and the Tench and the golden Tench. So those are the carp we're going after. They're mid-range now. The Tench and the golden Tench probably are your biggest that we're gonna chase down there. They can get up to about 7 pounds, 5 pounds. We'll talk about each one of them individually. All right. So we're going after them guys. Let's throw up there. I think it's called baits. That's the one. All right. So up there, I got scrolling now. I kind of went through the lake guide, and these are all the preferred baits for these fish. Now some of them are different. They don't all eat the crawfish cut, but I mean, this is what you would want to pack in your tackle box. If you were going after these fish, you would want to make sure that you have this live bait in there. You know, it's the bread and honey, some maggots. You want crickets, grasshoppers. You want dough balls, semolina, definitely bloodworms, night crawlers, especially. Now, is this the right one? Yeah, I even got that right. I'm fishing tonight a little different. I'm not using all that stuff. So out of the top there, everything is rolling by. And by the way, oh, I didn't turn my phone off. Wonderful. By the way, none of these fish have preferred lures. So, and I've never tried to catch them. I'll bet you could probably catch these on a small spinner. Maybe a spinner with like a grub hung off the back of it. I'm going to have to try that one of these days. Just to see if I can add another bait to the list that's not on the list. Huh. All right. All right, guys. So basically, tonight I'm going to hunt these guys with bloodworms, night crawlers, crickets, and grasshoppers. That's pretty much it. That's what I'm going to use. To hunt these critters. All right. So let's talk a little bit about them. Talked a lot about these tenches throughout my other missions, but we'll just hit on a couple of things like the common bream, freshwater game fish. Of course, he belongs to the carp family, lakes and ponds. Every one of these guys love to be in lakes and ponds of slow-moving water, and so we don't need to talk about every one of them because they're all the same. That's where you're going to find these guys, slow-moving waters. Now, some of the different characteristics between them. Okay. The common bream likes plenty of vegetation and muddy bottoms. Okay. There's a couple of them in here that love that muddy bottoms. The tench love the muddy bottoms. Okay. Same thing with them. What else? The thing. Kind of all of them have in common here. They're all freshwater game fish. Now the Prussian carp. Now, he's originally from Siberia. He was introduced into Europe and North America and Asia after the fact. Okay, guys? Now, slow rivers, lakes, and ponds again. He's silvery to greenish. And those Prussian carp live for over 10 years, it said. Yeah, and they rarely exceed, 16 to 18 inches big, those Prussian carp. And they get to be about 2 to 3 kilos, 4 to 6 pounds. They're omnivorous, right? Now, another amazing thing about the Crucian carp, that I didn't know this until I started doing a little research on it. The Crucian carp, now they say that fish can live out of water for hours. Yeah, several hours out of water. So that's kind of like them snakeheads. Now, the Crucian carp, he's a fish that can tolerate low oxygen levels in waterways. Okay, he can handle that. Now he's rich, golden color, so you know that Crucian carp. You can see him when he pops up on the screen up there. The big predominant scales, and he's got no barbels at all. And he's a member of the common carp family. Okay, that guy is. The Prussian carp, also known as the silver Prussian. Like I said, he was introduced into North America later. He's silvery and greenish again. A lot of them are silvery and gray or bronze. The common bream. And now he has dark gray fins on the common bream. Now, uni common bream, he can get up to 11 pounds. Now, they school near the bottom. But they come in close to shore at night to hunt. So the bream, depending on when you're hunting for these guys, if you're hunting at night for them, they're going to be closer to shore. Let's see here. I think we pretty much hammered that Prussian out. Carbon, again, he's longer. Now the tenches. Oh, let's talk a little bit about the hybrid F1. The hybrid F1, he was genetically manufactured, so to speak, and he's a cross between a common carp and the Crucian carp. Okay, now they were bred in the UK. Now they're normally, bred out of fisheries, but this is one fish that can actually happen, and you can get a native hybrid F1 because this can happen it can happen in waterways out there in the real world. They don't have to be in a controlled environment to force these guys to breed together, and it does happen. So they have native hybrid ones that aren't cooked up in the fisheries. Okay, now they have no barbels on them like a normal carp does. Most of your common carp have the big barbels on there. He doesn't have that. But they look like a common carp because of their hunchback and their large. There he is right there, I believe. Why aren't they rolling? Isn't that a fish? Oh, okay, there we are. Okay, that's the bream there. That's the common bream. That's the Prussian. That's my F1. No tenches. No, that was the F1. There he is. Okay, and so they look like the common carp, large scales, but in color they look like the Crucian because they're a little golder than the common carp is. Now these hybrid guys, they can get up to 1 to 2 pounds, and the unis get up to 4 pounds. Now the tench, that's the carp family again. Europe and Asia, slow lakes and rivers again, the same thing there. Clay, muddy bottoms, that's what the tench are all about. Now, they need abundant vegetation, all right? And they can tolerate the low oxygen levels. They look similar to the carp. They're plump bodies with very small scales, olive to green with square tail fin. They have that square, you can see that tail fin on the golden tench there. Did I not get a regular tench in here? I might have missed a regular tench. I don't know. Yeah, they have that real square tail on them. So that's kind of tall tail there. That's the Crucian there. All right. What else about these guys? Oh, the tench guys. The record tench ever caught was caught in England 75 kilo, 15 pounder. Just hit damn near just squeaked under 15 pounds. That's pretty big tench. They normally get 2 to 3 kilos, 5 to 7 pounds for a tench. Now the golden tench, again, another one of these. They were bred to come out like that. Okay, artificially bred. Pale gold. Now they run from a pale gold to a dark red. I'd like to see a dark red golden tench. I bet that would be pretty. And now these guys are raised a lot and they're put in ponds. Ornamental fish for in ponds, and fish ponds. So, and that's the carp that we're going to hunt. Dylan. And while we're there too, we're going to probably hit the European. We'll probably pick up, because we're going to hunt for these guys pretty much in the same local area. So I imagine we're going to pick up on a couple of the European perch, or what they call the English perch, or a common perch. Again, he's one that likes the slow-moving still waters, deep lakes and ponds. So he looks pretty much like our yellow perch, only a little bigger. They have red fins. The adults got a big knot on their head, right between the head and the dorsal fin. They have this hump. So that's pretty much it, guys. Now, if we swap back over to what I was building here, go back over there, Buck. There we are. So I just got off the Congo. So my sticks are all geared up for Congo fish. So I was getting rid of one here because I'm going to just leave this stick here. He's a little bit heavy for these guys, but I'm going to leave the Phoenix there anyway. We'll drop down to put some smaller hooks on here. And number 4 will be good for the Tench. Might go to a 6 for some of the smaller ones. But actually, these guys are all medium size, so maybe a number 4 hook will probably do us good all the way through this trip. And then in my third slot here, I'm just going to bring a bottom rod. So we're going to bring a lightweight bottom rod, the Laker Pro, or what they call feeder rod. Okay, so we're going to bring a feeder rod, but hook it up as a bottom rod. So we'll bring that. And that'll be plenty big enough, those 2 rods, to handle everything we got going on tonight. We should be able to grab up all of these guys. So we're going to have a good time fishing. I'm going to walk around if I can remember where all my spots are. So for those of you guys that maybe haven't been to Weeping Willow yet, this would be a good chance for you to hang out, take a couple of notes, because you're going to need to know where to catch these fish, especially the hybrid F1. That one threw me for a loop. Remember, guys, I wasn't watching any videos when I went through my missions. It was pretty tough trying to find that hybrid F1, but I did. All right, guys, with that. Oh, look what you got going on over there, Buck. Well, everything's okay there. I want to thank everybody for joining on the chat. Dylan, Frost Battler, Debbie Leon Reeds, thank you very much for joining us this beautiful Saturday night. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next Saturday. I don't know what waterway we'll be on at that point. I don't know what kind of missions I'll be working on after that. I got a couple in the works right now that I'm working on. A couple of the beginner series with my alt account. So we'll be doing them there. And I get a chance now to go back, because when I started doing videos, I had already caught X amount of the monster fish. So I don't have any monster fish video prior to the Tiber River. So with my new account here, I'm slowly progressing forward here. But as I get to these monster fish, at least I'll be able to shoot some monster fish footage that I didn't have a chance to shoot the first time around. So I'm kind of happy about that. So 8 o'clock tonight, 8 to 10, we're headed to Weeping Willow for some carp fishing. And tomorrow night, I really don't know where we're going to head yet, but it's going to be a waterway under level 39. So we'll find something there interesting to get into. Thanks for watching. Never, ever give up the fight. We'll see you later.